So this is, I think, like one of the first times we've seen this kind of execute properly. This game is very big. Don't get misled by the numbers here, because the thing is that if I click here, PlayStation and Xbox, suddenly the unit sold jumps to 7.3 million instead of 1.6 million. There we go. Gross revenue 39 million with...
It's 4 a.m. and we're rolling the dice. Matei drops knowledge made of gold and ice. Felix with ads making those coins rise. Jack up designs, worlds chasing the sky. We're the 2.5 gamers, the midnight crew. Talking UA adverts and game design too. Matei, Felix, Shaka bringing the insight. We're rocking those vibes till the early daylight. Matei, UA, master eyes on the prize. Tracking data through the cyberspace skies. Felix stacks dollars like a wizard in disguise. Jacob's crafted realms lift us to the highs. 2.5 gamers talking smack. Slow hockey stick, got your back. Ads are beautiful, they light the way. Click it fast, don't delay.
It's 4
Brilliant.
a.m. and we're rolling the dice.
Yeah. Well, of course. Welcome everybody to another amazing episode, or special, or extra special. I don't even
It's
know
my
how to.
favorite one. This one, last time we did it, I think it's my favorite. But every episode we do is my favorite. So
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. Your favorite was Creative Trends, but this is not a Creative Trend because this is something else.
no,
And
because we are going
full
steam
steam ahead. Exactly. This is your best fucking copywriting skill of your life, I would say. I mean, this is also so much fun. Yeah, so this is going to be a Steam episode. Thank you very much, Sensor Tower, for granting us VGI access, and also kudos to the VGI guys for making all this happen as well. And my name is Matej Lančarič.
I'm Felix Broberg.
And I'm Jakub Remjar.
And
We
Are
your
hosts.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Can I also say a special thank you to Jakub's wife for setting up the family steamer while we're recording Full Steam Ahead in the background?
Still didn't get the memo, man. Anyway.
I hear it in the background. It's like you're recording in a factory.
Yeah, don't worry.
Why? Because as you see, gentlemen, we went so long into the night that it's actually morning.
Fine, yeah.
Yes.
Finally,
Yes.
after 6 months of recording a late night show, we're actually recording in a normal
Morning
time.
show.
Yeah, it's a morning show. Hello, welcome. Yeah, wake up the US.
Jakub, can you explain what Full Steam Ahead is and why it's important? And then we'll
It's
jump
our
into
another
it.
segment called Steam Scanner that Felix hijacked, basically.
Because Steam Scanner is boring. Come on, man.
Yeah, Full
Be a little
Steam Ahead.
creative.
We'll keep the double name. That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
So, as we do Review Radar and Source Launch Sonar for
Yes,
mobile...
Steam Scanner is another fucking amazing name for it.
See? It works perfectly. Yeah, I think we also had like a chart compass one that I did once.
Yeah,
also-
thank God it's not here anymore.
Oh,
Not
that
a
was not a favorite of mine.
Come back later.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
I
yeah,
see.
so there's been a lot of movement and dynamics coming from Steam and the iterations and everything. Pretty much the biggest game of the year. Kingshot is taken Throneful onboarding, which is like one indie little Steam game out there.
Yeah,
done in
money
October.
cry GIF insert here.
Yeah, exactly. So why not look at these things before they happen, so we can have some guidance and also check if we were right or wrong and do some silly things with it. So that's basically that. We already did the first episode with great Adam Telfer on joining the podcast, so that was there. You can go and watch it on the channel. And now we're going to do a second one. We do this by quarters, so most of the games that you see will be released only from start of April, end of June as the second quarter. So we'll cover that one now. But I guess I will have to cheat a little bit.
You have to cheat.
to
Yeah,
cover
yeah,
everything, because there's not that many games if you literally sort it out and like try
Yeah.
to make sense of it, because I can't just take every single game that was released
No,
that's like big, because it's like, oh, it's a shooter, so great. Like, who's gonna be inspired by that? Nobody.
maybe a shoot 'em
But
up
last time-
category or something.
But last time you did predict the Epic Plane Evolution that Voodoo came out with, so you know.
Yeah, but I don't think you predicted, because that game
It was already out. Yeah,
it
it
was already out.
I think from last patch, the best guess was the digging the whole thing, which like is happening. We saw that with KitKat and like multiple games out there, so it's just a matter of time. And then probably some, what was there?
Maybe some train
Yeah,
game with Steam.
I would guess that some of the party games, either Repo or Schedule One, would have, but they take longer time to kind of create. You can't just do it like immediately in like 2 months, like Supermarket Simulator or stuff like that. This time we'll have more simple games to create. So
Great.
let's go.
Let's go.
So let's go full steam ahead.
Anyway,
Yes.
let's go.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining this episode. Our sponsor, Fast Spring, has delivered D2C at scale for over 20 years. They power top mobile publishers around the world and are reliably fast-growing, profitable, and very financially secure. So FastSpring isn't just figuring out D2C on the heels of the recent VC investment. Their developer-first platform and deep gaming and payment expertise have helped democratize global commerce for over 2 decades. As no drama D2C partner with real-world experience at scale, FastSpring is a partner that you can trust with your players. To quickly launch a new web store, replace an existing D2C vendor, or just add redundant D2C vendor at fastspring.gg. Thank you very much, guys, for sponsoring this episode. Now let's get back to the content. Bye-bye.
So here we
by
are.
the way, I'm so glad you actually put your mic in front of your fucking mouth and not from the side, because now I can hear you well.
I can hear you
The
perfectly.
last
Great.
time I had to do the post-production of that episode, I almost jumped out of the window. Seriously.
That's
I was like, what the fuck is what's happening?
Oh, it's gonna be better today. No worries.
Thank you
Anyway.
very much.
For those who want to see, like, this is the VG Insights thing, and I pretty much have it set up on 1st of April, 30th of June, and it's gross revenue, and not last week, but like last 6 months, whatever. Doesn't really matter, because it will capture anyway the games that are there, and we need to again kick out the AAAs, so they're not polluting this thing. We have a number of reviews set up, at least 3,000. So again, we don't capture everything.
Why
And
the 3,000 is the magic number?
why the 3,000 is the magic number? Because
We love you, 3,000?
yeah, something like that. Because
Why didn't you put 2,500? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
You can stay 2,500 steps ahead.
2,500 reviews ahead.
2,500
Very good.
doesn't matter. But
Very
I
good.
know
Oh,
that
it does. Oh, it does.
something's broke, because there shouldn't be here Dune and Color Obscure.
Yeah, just
Maybe one of the settings is off.
maybe you just kick off again the
Year to date, was it?
the last
It
6
wasn't.
months, and then just try to do the
Or last 3 months? Yeah, I think it was last 3 months. Yeah, should be like this. Okay, Dune Awakening is still not considered AAA, but like, yeah, who are we kidding? Anyway, so the first thing we'll start with is Peak. And this thing really is giant in
it's
its sense.
speaking already or not really?
Yeah, it's, I think
it's
like
Peak.
it's pretty good. If you see,
I mean, it's pretty good. It's okay.
this is unit sales.
Yeah.
So it went on, and then like again some probably update or something happened there in August. They already passed 53 million gross revenue, which is
Okay.
like
Not bad.
again pretty big. The game itself, it's interestingly about you scaling a peak with your friends, and it's one of those it's gonna be fun with your friends, not alone, kind
Okay.
of promises, like similar to something like Helldivers or all these other cooperation games.
Divers wasn't fun even with you. Just
But the important thing is that this thing just blew up, like really blew up. As I said, like 53 million gross revenue. The first 30-day units sold was something around 5 million units. So that's great. Overall, the game has where we are. 9.2 million units sold, so it's still going strong. It's not like you see here, like it's not that.
It's not down to zero.
Yeah. Daily active users are also, you see, and a lot, but probably it will be update driven because these games, they run out of content pretty fast because players are the content. So if you don't have anything else, then like you just move on. So that's there. Some interesting stories as I was looking at this is that this game has already been like copied heavily. There's this article on PC Gamer that says Peak Dev would rather you pirate Peak than play a microtransaction Roblox slop ripoff. So
This is so good. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
mean,
Yeah,
we can
because-
just end here. It's fine. We can end the episode here. Thank you.
Because if we go here into the charts, this is Roblox. So if you just search peak, there's like climb, peak, climb or die, or climb, or I don't know, peak, alpha, ascend, and like all are having like variations of these icons. Mount, somewhat, something. I don't know, alpha, peak, ascend, the climbing game,
So,
summit.
what are you trying to say?
Yeah, so there's a lot of copies. The one that was mentioned in the article, it actually was called a cliff. And literally it was
It
like
reminds me,
this.
Felix, the plinko, planko, punko, whatever kind of situation.
Yeah,
Plinko.
I really like how they like didn't give a fuck.
No, of course.
When copying this, like amazing. And then actually later down the line, the game was renamed to Rise instead of a cliff. And my guess is, as I was looking through this, it's now called Peak again, or was it Mountain Climb or something? Yeah, the PewDiePie Studio, Pew Studio was the game, like whatever. So it's pretty much like one of those copies. But the important number is that at the time of writing this article, which was in August, it has 7K active users and 60K favorites, which are basically bookmarks for Roblox users and can therefore serve as proxy for popularity. So yeah, this thing works on mobile already because it was played in Roblox. Like that's how I see it basically. So it's a matter of like if you can do it and scale it somehow properly instead of just going like this basically and just copying one-to-one, because the game itself, as you see here, is pretty easy to do. Like when you're scaling these things, it's first person. And then when you are in the hub with your friends and like doing shenanigans, it's like third person, something like this. So yeah, some of the games that are like party-based games are pretty popular. Stuff like Fall Guys, Stumble Guys, all these other games. Stumble Guys, we know that makes a lot of money. So I guess it's just a question of time when somebody can like execute based on this idea and do it properly. Because I think Roblox popularity is a good
What does
predictor
properly mean in this case?
properly. That you actually iterate on the digital flatly copied one-to-one, so you can add an economy engine behind it, meaning that there's something being sold as for like consumables, energy, content levels, or whatever.
Ads.
Why don't you just slap ads on it and you just can copy in one?
I think ads are a little bit problematic in a party game. Because then what, like everybody is having the ad at the same time. Can't really do that easily as like just slap ads on it. That's why, as I said, it needs a little bit more iteration here. Let's see.
Interstitials.
Let's see. Just saying, this is the biggest game of the quarter regarding the indie whatever interesting scene, not counting AAAs. Okay, moving on. This is even better. This is so good. So there's this game.
Oh, that's the Chinese drama.
It's
short
called
drama stuff?
Revenge on Gold Diggers.
I mean, okay.
And yeah, this was literally if we go here, it was not here, but okay, I screw up my filter.
It's there.
Where? There.
Under, yeah.
Yeah. So counting off all these other ones, so it's pretty much in the third spot. And this game is amazing because I think what we're witnessing basically is the differentiation of our favorite short drama genre into an interactive, more
You can make
interactive
decisions
version.
in here. Yes, I know.
But
I saw it
real,
somewhere.
but real decisions, right?
Bigger decisions,
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
like she changed clothes or whatever, or like we showed another tag and she cried instead of being happy.
I think this is already.
It could be.
I
don't know.
can try to find it in the.
Yeah.
In the
So this, like you see, it's all basically all is like just video, but like somewhere here, like you can again grasp a little bit of like how the menus work and everything. So you have these things and choices and everything, and there's like a lot of like lore and like going around the characters and stuff like that, like what you can do and whatever. Interestingly, this game, we don't really see the numbers here because probably we don't see the Chinese page on Steam here. That's why the numbers are so low. But if we go here, we see that it's already did 7.1 gross million revenue and 1.4 million units sold.
Why is this
And
on
it has-
Steam and not on mobile?
What do you mean? Like, you know how
This should
much
just be on mobile first.
the AU is Chinese on Steam?
So
You found it?
it's called Road to Empress.
No. That's a different one.
Yeah, I mean, but this
I
is
have
just
it
kind
later.
of okay because this is already on mobile.
Road to
Kind
Empress?
of.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think-
talk about Road to Empress a little bit later.
But this is just like this is that kind of segment.
Yeah. The interesting part about this also is that they chosen a very, very kind of attractive topic, because literally, like, I recommend people, like, there's this one giant review here. That's the only one that's not in Chinese, basically. That's literally talking about the very poor situation on the marriage market in China, where it's just like scamming people, and like the girls are just like, you know, like gold diggers 101 doing things. And he even said that there was like a guy who yeah, no house, no talk, and stuff like that, in a way that pretty much, if you're not rich, you're not having a date. That's basically the sum of it. So that's there. But yeah, this thing has how many?
80% positive reviews.
Yeah, 80% positive reviews. And what's the? I think the real number we're missing, the current
7
review
million gross
number.
revenues.
No, I know, but I mean like current positive reviews number, because there's like so many wish lists, but I don't see the
number
just-
of it's just positive reviews.
yeah, because again, this is just Chinese page, like we don't see that. But yeah, it's like quite interesting. As I was
It's the
looking
next
through
step
it,
in
like,
short drama, basically.
Hmm?
It's the next step in short drama.
yeah, it's the next step in short drama, and I mean, like, I don't think so. It's really next step. I think it will branch out, because like some of those people that will be watching short drama still be watching short drama, and it will, you know, it just like kind of goes. But as it goes, it kind of increases the tide for everybody. So like there's more market for it, and some people will branch out and also go to this more interactive version. I think that's what I think is going to happen. But yeah, we'll talk about that more later. Okay. Rematch.
Ooh,
This is very interesting. So there's this game called Rematch, which is 5v5 against each other in a first-person football match.
just take it from FIFA. No, seriously, I mean, you could play for a player in FIFA.
yeah, but
Match.
not with 5 people against 5 people.
So you're individually one player, you don't switch between the players? Or
Yes.
what?
Everybody is their own player. So this is, I think, like one of the first times we've seen this kind of execute properly. This game is very big. Don't get misled by the numbers here, because the thing is that if I click here, PlayStation and Xbox, suddenly the unit sold jumps to 7.3 million instead of 1.6 million. So there we go. Gross revenue 39 million. With this, yeah, it's not counting in those things, because
Let's make
Yeah,
the calculation.
no.
What's the price?
The problem is that, you know, you have Xbox Pass and stuff like that, which you don't pay. You pay the subscription. Therefore, if it's in it,
fair.
then we can just have the unit sold. But it's big.
Yeah,
We know it's
but
big, because
current
only on Steam
price
it's
is-
40 million gross revenue.
yeah.
So it's very big. I really like the idea. I think it's great in a way that I haven't seen it executed yet, where like actually, you know, you are those players, and like imagine like the whole thing, because here in the video, the video doesn't really make it justice, because it's always from a point of view of player that gets the ball. But imagine that most of the time you don't have
Can
the
you
ball.
hear this guy?
Which one?
Or is it me?
Or is it
Full
you?
steam ahead
Oh.
theme song?
What?
I wasn't able to hear you at all, but now I can hear you.
Okay,
All right.
I guess some internet connection thing. Yeah. Anyway, this seems like a really, really good case. Like I'm looking
Can you
for
imagine
somebody
this
can.
playing this on mobile phone?
Why not?
Because if
Very clunky.
it's a real time match, which apparently is, how long do you need to play this? And you need 10 people at the same time.
You don't need 10 people. You'll do 3v3, of course.
Okay, then you need
You
6
streamline,
people. Then
as
you need
always.
six people. Fine.
Yeah, you switch most
you
of
need
them with bots.
you need controls on your
Yeah,
mobile
I know.
phone. And again, like if it's 5 minute long match, it's already 2 minutes longer than it should be.
Man, you have people playing 20 minutes of PUBG on mobile or Call
Exactly.
of Duty. So
But this
I
is
don't
not
think so.
PUBG.
It's football. It's like the most popular sport on the planet.
I can argue with that, but yes, it is very popular thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, fair.
A very interesting idea. Very interesting idea. Okay.
I could see this work in creatives for any other like
Oh yeah,
football
course.
simulation game like Top 11.
Yeah, for
Guys.
creatives it will work. That's like no issue.
Well, already.
Okay.
Let's see.
The altars. So this is a little bit of a stretch, but yeah, let's just talk about it. 9.2 million gross revenue. First 30 days units sold was something like 270K, and then it still kind of goes. So this is actually like a survival sci-fi crafting whatever sim.
I thought it was a survival crap instead of crafting.
That also happens. But the twist...
Is it horror or is it?
No. It looks like a horror. It's not a horror. The twist here is that at some point you get this base, and you've seen this base. We've seen this fallout shelter basically. Even though you can kind of move within it and like do stuff with it. It's let me check the gameplay.
Those bases work in mobile for sure, right?
Yeah. So that's my guess, because you can actually move with it and like do like these. You won't do this in mobile if you're porting it, but again,
Yeah, why?
you can do this. It's not important. The important part is that what you do, you have these other guys, which if you notice in a second, are all copies of you. So you
Clones.
Yeah, you clone yourself basically, and you create all of these like additional workers. Like you have Jan the technician, Jan the miner, Jan the scientist, Jan the refiner, and like you clone yourself. There's a lot of these like memories, whatever.
Why is
boosts.
that important?
What?
Why is that important?
Because it could be added. It could be added into the roguelite loop.
I thought you were going to say Jan because he's Slovakian.
Yeah, it's Czech basically.
Yeah, it's
Or
Czech,
Slovak, but this is Czech.
Doesn't matter, but seems to me like an interesting concept. We've seen similar attempts with something like, for instance, what was the Estoti game, the Mars survival one? That's kind of similar to
what was that one called? I can't remember. Oh, what was it called?
Mars something, like Survive Mars or Mars. I don't know what.
Yeah, you didn't get it at during the episode. You said like 7 times the wrong name of that game, so I'm pretty sure it's not Survival on Mars.
It's wrong again. I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, we'll see. But
all right, I have it. Mars Survivor.
Okay, Mars Survivor. Yeah, but the important part is that this screen make it like look like it could work for me on mobile, because if it uses the Fallout shelter mechanic, which we've seen use it many times, even with the new Bethesda game, which died horribly.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
what's the most
can
successful
work,
game? Yeah.
Well, what?
What's the most successful game that uses
Hustle
this
Castle.
layout?
Hustle Castle.
Yeah,
Castle, yeah.
Okay,
Hustle
that's fair.
Castle worked very well with this. Let's see.
Still live.
But again, what worked really well for them, they also had like reading mechanics and all these other things that like were using this. So
what worked really well for them? The sexist ads.
yeah,
That's the main driver of that growth. Not this. Not this.
Anyway, let's move on. This is super interesting. I think this is like a sleeping hit. That could be done on a scale of Balatro, but
yeah, they're already ringing the bell at Felix. Already, hey, implement ads. Din. Already.
So what this is called is, this is 9 Kings, and as of course why this works so well and why I think it's like gonna be interesting, because it's a roguelite, and roguelite games just like are killing it lately. This sold already 5.1 million gross revenue. In first 30 days, it did like 370K, and currently it sits on what? 93% positive 6K reviews.
That's quite good.
Yeah, it's quite good. As it looks, the game's genius in a way that you just have choices, and that's it. And it's just like few choices. So what happens here? I can actually show you the gameplay, because I literally had to not play, but like watch like a full playthrough of like one game. So you have these different kings that you need to choose. You have like King of Nothing, which does nothing, is the universal one. Then you have King of Spells, which have like units and mechanics around spells. Then you have King of Greed, which is all about money. King of Blood, King of I don't know what's there. Like you need to unlock those. Again, similar like to it's really similar to Balatro in this like Roguelite progression and everything. And once you play it, this guy has chosen King of Blood.
Yes.
He chose all his perks and everything. And then it goes into a run basically. In that run, I think you skip that. So the year is 7, and these are your enemies. So you're going against actually different kings. And each day, like this is your base. You start using your base. There's like cards that each time you use a card, it's like taken out. And once you kind of build your base and like decide what you want to build and like summon whatever, the year or round ends, and then it goes into a battle. And always goes into a battle against one of those kings. So this is King of Progress against me. I'm King of Blood. These are the units. Always automated. So you don't do.
That's what we need.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need automation for this to work on mobile. So the beauty of this, again, this is the only input that you have. You're just choosing these cards all over the place, and the game plays itself.
This is going to work on mobile for sure.
Yeah. So this looks perfect. It's kind of complex in a way that it has like a lot of these mechanics and like different things. But again, we've seen this works for Balatro very well in a way that like it just needs to be done in a way that is understandable on mobile. Honestly, like there's not that much that you can screw up. You just choose those cards and like these battles happen. That's it.
I mean, it's already happening on the latest tower defense kind of stuff. It's just different.
Yeah, exactly.
Different view.
And the beauty of this, why this like the idea and like this like their twist is that as you see here, now that we defeated a King of Nothing, we actually can pick your
His
loot,
card.
meaning his card. We can pick his card and use it to our advantage. Therefore,
you need to reroll for 10 or reroll for ads.
Yeah, exactly. Or some
Classic
of these like
rewarded ad placements.
Yeah, like I think this would work really, really, really well because again, it's pretty deep when you think about it because you really need to be able to understand the synergies between these kings to kind of complement each other when you're defeating your opponents and do these things. And don't get me wrong, like later in this run, like these things get, of course there's some merchant mechanic or whatever, like all the roguelite things that's like thrown into the mix. But like later, like it gets like the armies gets like giant.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me the real battle simulator or all of
these
different things.
So
it's
as
just
I
like
said,
the additional stuff at the very beginning when you need to make it.
This could work really, really, really well if you
good for creatives as well, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, all these like mass battles is basically what I've been talking about for the last couple of years.
Yeah. So if you just to show you the fail state. So if the opponent's army defeats your army, they go into their base, defeat your base, and then you pretty much lose, and that's it. Like that would be the end of the run.
Can you show us like how many views this has? Because it's like 11,000.
560K.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's like 11,000 likes. Like what the fuck is this?
Yeah. So it's pretty big, and as I said, for me, like as for like mechanically, this looks perfect.
Yeah,
kind of.
Hello. Oh, you saw our episode. Amazing. Oh, you're already copying this game. Oh, all right. See you in a couple of months. Already making it on mobile. Okay, fine.
So this is very good. Next one, the tower. I always wanted for this game to happen on mobile. Nobody has done it yet, but let's see. So if you remember, like one of my most favorite games called Paperclips, which is this kind of
paperclip simulator.
Yeah, paperclip simulator. That like it's like unfolding game, which means like mechanics slowly unfold on you, and you have more and more mechanics, and suddenly like that paperclip simulator, you know, converting all the mass
universe
galaxy
paperclip.
into paperclip. Yeah, it's like genius. So what happens here? We have it's called Tower Wizard, and what happens is like you build this tower, and then from that point on, it's an idle simulation game. Basically, you like have again new mechanics uncovered, new stuff, and you reset
Didn't
your
you
run.
talk about this last time?
No.
That was very similar. That was very similar. Okay, but it was very similar to this.
No. I don't think so. Could be. But again, this is released June.
Can you admit at some point that you sometimes really you're not right, and someone else can be right?
Sometimes,
or it's like
yes.
no fucking happening like in your life?
Maybe it will happen. Maybe we'll see.
No.
Anyway, moving on forward, as you see, this game unfolds again into like a giant machine. When you need to break, this is like 2 hours in, when you need to break these walls and like you are summoning dragons and whatever, like you see, you have all these things kind of done there and like the whole screen left. So yeah, I haven't seen an unfolding game done in mobile yet, but I would really like to. Like it just like keeps popping up from left to right somewhere. It's like a really nice trend. But yeah, let's see. Next one, Cast and Chill. So
This is a fishing simulator game.
This is like a chilling simulator game. You chill out. Not that much fishing. Like it's actually like this. This is like one of the most gorgeous games that I've seen yet. Basically. Also, so sorry, forgot to say the tower numbers. So tower is already around 400k gross revenue, 163k units sold, and sitting at like around 4.5k reviews on 97 positive. Yeah. So Cast and Chill is this like it's one of those it's called like cozy games or slow life games where
Cozy games, okay.
yeah, it's more about the vibe and atmosphere than the mechanics itself, even though I think their mechanics look pretty good. So what happens here, you have all these great visuals, you have the usual upgrade loop, like you catch more stuff, you sell it, you upgrade your boat, your parameters, and get more different lakes and shit, like similar for fishing simulators. But yeah, I think this video doesn't really make it justice. Let me show you the actual gameplay. So what happens here is that once you go and venture into a lake, not here, let's me go here for instance. Yeah, so you go there, you find your spot or whatever in one of those kind of gorgeous lakes, and then what happens, you select your lure in like, I want to catch this or that or whatever. Yeah, and then the camera goes down and it actually watches you under it. So you see, like you have this many tries and everything, and then if it does this check, which I haven't seen yet. Whereas
It syncs down with it.
yeah, it syncs down with it, and you can move it up, down, or pretty much you need to put it right in front of face of the big fish. And the game is basically about this. So you go and I think somewhere he had this kind of a bigger catch here somewhere that I can show you where it's not this one. This one, yeah, I think somewhere here. Yeah. So see, kind of a bigger fish, and is literally ignoring your lure, and you need to kind of go after it and like do stuff with it in a way that it like, as I said, it's not the usual fishing mini game where there's like quick time event, you need to click in the right time in order to reel it, whatever. Here is literally like you need to attract the fish with it and like be slow about it and like make sure that it goes, because sometimes the AI doesn't go, and there it goes. Yeah. So very, very interesting, because the whole fishing mechanic is basically just about pet finding of the fish and you trying to put the lure in front of their face. Haven't seen it before.
Can you stop sharing, Mr. No?
What?
Stop sharing, I will show you something.
Yeah, okay.
Very interesting.
Is
Guess
already
what?
there?
Guess what?
Is that
Magic
mobile?
Archery is done by the same fucking company as Tower Wizard.
Still on this.
Yes, I am still on this.
Where's the same game? It's just the same company.
Man, it's
my
very
God.
similar. Come on, man, like seriously.
Because of what? Pixel graphics?
Jakub's never been wrong.
No, of course. Of course. No, you're right. It's absolutely different game. It's so different, and the company is the same, but it's so different. Then they're making a very different game. They're just the only same thing is the art style. Everything else is different. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Like, is this like every game designer's like a trait that like they're always right and never wrong? Or like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
because you know why? You know why, Maciej? Because
Tell
they
me.
Moment you
create entire worlds.
Man, the moment you start to doubt yourself, it's over. Game designer.
All right. Okay,
Anyway.
I can see this. I don't see how this scales on mobile and this artwork, but
No, this artwork is no. The mechanic is interesting. As for
yeah, okay,
mobile.
the mechanic. Okay, I see what you
Mechanic.
mean on the mechanic.
Okay, moving on. Car dealer. So 1.7 million gross revenue, 115k units sold. So what this does is that it's one of those typical kind of simulation things when you need to do multiple mini games in it. And the interesting part is most of these mini games are like hyper casual stuff that you would see in all the ads, which means cleaning, brushing, doing, and whatever. So it's like the super satisfying kind. And on top of all of this, you have the
forex.
No, no.
Oh, we're not in mobile. Okay,
Match
fine.
3. Match 3.
We have the car economy in behind this, and we're
Okay.
selling car parts, cars,
Nice.
and like all these other things that, by the way, seems to me very reminiscent of like the supermarket simulator a little bit.
Just with cars.
Yeah, but yeah, just like this could work pretty well, especially if they are able to do the mini games part of it, because this.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, this is. I mean, we
This
saw
is for
this
sure.
in creatives and for social casino games even.
Yeah, it just works.
It doesn't really work.
Okay.
Honestly, if it wasn't before the Estoti games came out, I'd be like, eh. But after, the I Am Security,
And-
why not?
I have security. There we go. Okay, and the last game is called Cash Cleaner. and
AKA money laundering.
The interesting part is that they literally clean cash here. Like, I mean, physically. So what's happened here is that you just get a lot of dirty cash and you need to clean it. And like, I mean, physically clean it or like put it into a washing machine or stuff like that. I'm not kidding. So yeah, it's again one of those quite interesting simulators and like just crazy idea. And I think people love kind of being able to experience something they can't experience in normal life. So like that's the
You mean a
usual.
lot of money?
Yeah, the usual fantasy here. So
I'm
yeah,
rich.
this works. Like I think this looks pretty well. Again, it's done in this like funky manner. This looks like the pig from Squid Game and everything. So that's there, and there's of course like you see this UV light thing. Yeah, very very clever mechanics. Yeah, it's just like one of those things that's been popping out lately. It's already 8th of May, 90% positive. As I said, 1.6 million gross revenue, 142k units sold. Yep. Be it.
Yeah, this would work on mobile too.
Yeah. I think so. Like we're having these like first person simulation games that work pretty well, and it's just a matter of like proper execution, like we saw with Game District, because they were kind of pretty late, but even though they were pretty late, they were still the best one because they just executed flawlessly.
So the only one who had a good admon strategy.
Also, that one.
Very true.
So we don't even need to peek into the future. So we'll save the
future is here.
For later, because we just had 9 games today instead of like 15 last time,
which is great.
Yeah, which is great.
Perfect.
But yeah, there will definitely continuation. As I said, Dragon Empress game and like similar ones that are popping up. So we'll return back in 3 months and do this again.
Yeah. Also, guys, today's episode was brought to you by our sponsor, PVX Partners, the simplest and the smallest effective credit line for marketing, maybe even for Steam games. If you're scaling your game and need funding, PVX Partners is here for you. No equity dilution. You can repay as you get paid. So, just don't wait. Go to pvxpartners.com and take control of your UA budget without giving away a piece of your company. pvxpartners.com. There you go. And so, any predictions, or like that's it pretty much?
Like from me, peak is definitely happening, like one way or the other. Like it's already happening on Roblox. It's
too big to ignore, right?
Yeah, it's too big to ignore. It's the winner of the quarter. The football game is the wild card. Like if somebody can pull this off, I think this would be pretty well. But again, as Matti said, you can't really do it the same. You really need to iterate the time sessioning and everything, bots and shit. So it's like waiting for somebody experienced. And then my other black horse is the Nine Kings game. Like this, like Roguelite.
But
Roguelite
that one
works
looks really
so
interesting.
well.
If you do that properly on mobile, that's going to do super well with the right artwork, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good.
Okay, that's it.
Cool.
That's it. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe. Put your comments into the comment section. Tell us about any Steam game that you saw and it was interesting, so we can talk about it next time. See you in the next Full Steam Ahead episode. Thank you.
Full steam ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.